so interesting as a black man. One thing I noticed about Charlie Kirk's death, there wasn't rioting in the streets like it was after George Floyd. That's the one thing that I noticed about Charlie Kirk's death.
I want to know why Julio is even in an integrated building asking this white man questions, because Charlie Kirk didn't even believe that Julio belonged in the same spaces as white people. It's the way that you never get tired of tap dancing for people who don't even see you as human and people who don't believe that you deserve civil rights. Charlie Kirk was nothing more than a white nationalist who was a victim of his own violent rhetoric. He wanted everyone armed and he glorified public executions. And in the end, one of his fellow MAGA supporters from off the street gave him exactly that. That's not a tragedy, that's cause and effect. George Floyd was murdered by police. Just another black man unjustly murdered by our system. Again, there's a clear difference and a valid reason people who are sick and tired of being brutalized by our own government for centuries took to the streets. Police kill more black people per capita than anyone else. And it's not because black people are more violent. It's because our system is racist. Most Southern police departments evolved from slave patrols. Slave patrols were armed forces created in the early 1700s to control enslaved Africans and crush any spark of slave rebellion. These patrols hunted down runaway slaves, enforced slave codes, and kept black people living under constant fear. And after the Civil War, they rebranded. Slave patrols became police departments and white mobs became the Triple K. And together, they terrorized and controlled black communities so that white supremacy stayed in power. And yes, police departments in northern states also upheld Jim Crow laws and a system of racial subjugation. Today, it's still the same system of brutality designed to keep black and brown people subordinated. Maybe you should have this very basic understanding about yourself and about your own people before you tap dance in these crowded rooms and make a fool of yourself. But that's probably your goal anyway.
You ain't demure, honey. You're diabolical. You ain't demure, you're them hands, baby. You ain't cutesy, you're petty. And that's all right, baby. That's okay. You loud. That's wonderful. I love it.